See, Fifth is crazy. And that's what people don't understand about Fifth. He's nuts. Now, 50 Cent went ahead and has been the whole time being the ultimate troll to Diddy. But see, this is personal for 50. 50 takes everything personal, like to him. He's an actual vindictive man. Now, when Diddy was with Cassie, he asked him, like, is this your girl? Like, your girl? Like, for real, like, is this somebody you consider your woman? You know, like, this is it. And they were like, well, yeah. Like, this was my woman, you know, like, yeah. And he showed the thing, was like, look, I want to show you something. Like, somebody sent this to me. So once he saw that, he knew what time it was for real. Like, oh, people doing this now? It's like, yeah. So when people start to see the dilemma or dilemma, whatever one you want to put it, when you see stories and scenarios play out, this is normally how it goes. Now, granted, there have been problems in the past, in the future, what have you, right? Now you might say to yourself, well, damn, I do want to kind of know what's happening here. I do want to know what's going on. 50 Cent is trolling Diddy because of the Rick Ross situation. He gave Rick Ross life when he had Rick Ross about the game, which ended up leading to 50 Cent getting caught in a terrible situation where he's had to pay one of the baby mothers in a lawsuit that she filed against him due to his trolling. Yo, now, this is like the situation again. They fell out due to that because he felt this whole lawsuit and me losing millions of dollars wouldn't have happened if Diddy didn't get involved and do what he did by giving Rick Ross life. So now I'm gonna destroy Diddy. So this is, and he's been doing that for like the last 15 years. Then that travels on to the next wave. And you're like, well, what's the next wave? Oh, the next wave is simpler. The next wave is, you remember Eminem and MGK had their little problems? So when they had their problems, Eminem and MGK, he blamed Diddy. He attacking Diddy on the records. Like, Diddy gave you the okay. And he going out saying outlandish things about Diddy. Saying Diddy put the hit that got Tupac killed. All kind of crazy stuff on records. MGK is the one dissing you, not Diddy. Oh, he could have stopped it. Completely not the case. Now, we have thousands of stories and things that we have seen and witnessed and went through the whole process. Right? But nothing more prudent than this. 50 Cent has been riding any opportunity he could about Diddy. He gonna roast him and ride him as much as possible. Diddy even responded once saying, man, this dude, his hot breath and your breath stink. Nobody told you, but yeah, your breath stink. So Phil was like, I got more money than you. So yeah, Diddy was feeling himself at the BET after party. And 50 heard it. And then they was like, okay, Diddy ready to play. And he been coming even harder. Now, Missy Elliott had said some things about Diddy, but to certain people. Like she told 50 Cent one time what she saw. Like, you won't believe what I saw. Now, I know some things that, we said, but we'll wait till after this trial before we start bringing stuff up like that. But, yeah, it was quite interesting. Now, here's the scenario, because I want people to be clear on where we are and how it's going down. Now, when you see scenarios play out in the way, in the manner that is being distributed to the rest of the world, you're seeing a situation that doesn't usually comply with rules. You're seeing a situation that don't comply with structure. So a lot of rumors about Diddy started to roll out. Then all of a sudden, 50 Cent gets into a domestic dispute with the mother of his child, Daphne Joy. And they like, whoa, you sitting here talking about Diddy, and you allegedly breaking the dough down. So now, after breaking the dough down, and go through this alleged incident that you had that was in the papers and the news, it all went away. Nobody said nothing. Diddy didn't run your name in it. He ain't said a word. Then, about a year later, 2 years later, now you see your woman walking on the sidelines with Diddy. She out there kicking it with the Diddy man. And that hurt your heart. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Everybody went to fifth like, Diddy won. Diddy didn't win and got his woman, man. He didn't won. I told y'all don't mess with Diddy. Look how he get 50, man. Bad boy moves in silence. Boy, they move in silence. Then look at what happened. Y'all play with him and see? See what happened? Bad boy moving in silence. So, Fifth, his ego, he ain't gonna be able to take no losing to Diddy. So the whole thing with Cassie and Cassie leaving him, and he made fun of Cassie leaving, like, oh, it didn't work out. And alluded to Diddy not liking women. He likes men, in the alleged of what was going on. And through this whole process, every time there's something that's happening, this Tierra Marie came out and she tried to say 50 Cent was, attacking her on social media with his platform and his promotion and all the stuff he used for his marketing campaign. and we started to see what's really happening out here in the world. We start to actually see what the true problem is and who the true culprits are. You don't have the people that's in the game that know what's what. You don't have those type of people around. You know the type of people you have around? Yes, man. And when you get those yes men around, they there to follow orders. They don't care about any of this stuff. So you made yourself look like a fool by backing them. That's what people always do. Because in their mind, this is as great as it's ever going to get. So if your mentality is this is as best as it's ever gonna get, then why would you expect things to get better? Right? I'm never gonna say, man, this is as best as anything can get, and then complain when it's not better. That's just not realistic. It just doesn't make any sense. So, in my estimation, when things are awry, that's usually why they're that way. When some people don't like certain people, it flips. It flipped right upside their head and they plan explode. So while he roasting Diddy with the trial going off about Cassie and all the lawsuits about Diddy and Cassie and all that, he's been roasting him the whole time. Because now he finally gets to get all his revenge for Diddy taking his baby moms. And she went and put a post out, said that accused 50 of R-wording her. Oh, he didn't like that and was like, why are you bothering that man while he's down? She was all defending Diddy, attacking 50 Cent, and threatening to sue him or tell the courts about him. And he was like, oh, I'm finna sue you for defamation of my character. Now, you want to play games with me? We could play those games. Fifth ain't playing around. Because he knows she doesn't have the lawyers to keep up with him. And all of these things and details kept coming up. Because basically she was saying 50 Cent accused her of being a sex worker. And that is not what she is, and all of this stuff. And it's defaming her character and all these different things, right? So, well, naturally, who would be happy if someone was to say that about somebody, right? You wouldn't be happy. I know I wouldn't be happy. I would be pretty frustrated. So, imagine how someone else feel when that situation like that is brought to the forefront. Yeah. And then when it's brought to the forefront, who's gonna be there to check it or address it? That's why everybody's at the table, right? That's why people got to come up and, they got to answer. Who's going to answer? Somebody's got to get in the ring on this. I feel it's only fair. Now, here's how I have it go. Because I hadn't seen this go. 50 Cent then put himself in a very legal situation with Diddy. One that he might regret. I don't even know if he's ready for it. You see, his problem is an issue that he hasn't seen yet. His main problem that he has on the table is the fact that he has to make an allowance and he has to make a decision if the federal government wants to go there, because the internet is something else now in this legal trial that's going on with Diddy. Because in the trial, there was a testimony that went on from a female named Jane. And 50 Cent post that he might have to re-edit or just take down completely was implying that that person on the stand is no one other than the mother of his child. By making the statements in the post that he posted today. As surprising as it was, he said, "You moved a mile away in hopes of having another baby with me, but I was busy. So you moved back and then you started receiving money from Brother Love. Now here we are, little sex worker." Now, unbelievable, right? So, when she started getting money from Diddy that he calls Brother Love, and he says, "Now here we are, little sex worker." So now, this is still the mother of his son. Like, his son is at the age now where he would understand what's going on. He ain't somebody that don't get it. You are just exposing your son to this heinous world that you're putting him in. Like, you're really putting your son in a predicament right now with his mother. Do you really want her coming after you right now, or do the government's gonna be after you now? Because they really pissed about their witnesses being identified and stuff like that. They're taking that real serious. I don't know anything. I'm just saying Jane is Jane. I don't know who, hey, whatever it is, whoever it is, I don't know. I'm not looking into it, and I ain't going down that avenue. But I do know 50 Cent's baby mother is Daphne Joy, and she was dating Diddy at some point. That point I know. Is she the one on the stand? I don't know. I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. So the rest, y'all can figure out. Not my job to do. But a lot of things that this person said made a lot of sense. It made a lot of sense. Mm-hmm. Well, Mm-hmm. Well, we shall see. I'm not finna legally hold 50 Cent feet to the fire, but we know what time it is. So shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Uh, Welcome to HDII TV. Want to say shouts out to Too Raw for TV, Mondo Black TV, uh, Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez. Welcome to HDII TV. If I didn't say that already, who else? 78 Sports TV. It's all. What's with all y'all with these TVs, man? I mean, everybody got it. Blood boxing. Shouts out to Blood, man. Don't forget to go to my Patreon because we finna really cook on this subject so I can get loose. I'm out.